What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the red color, playing as Kronos. His name is Hail to the Viper. Now, before we get into the introductions, the other player I want to make known that this is not the Viper. This is an Australian who is the longest running member of the Hale clan, one of the oldest Age of Mythology clans in existence. It was around back in the early or mid 2000s, like 2005, 2004, I think it started. It was a vanilla clan, and I was in this clan back in the day. This is an old clanmate. He's been playing the game for a very, very long time. Has a very unique play style. Very, very unique play style. And I'm excited to see what he's going to come up with in this game. We have him playing Kronos here. His opponent today is one of the players who has been I don't actually know if this guy is a Smurf or if this is actually just this as a new guy. His name is Furkan the Great. He is from Turkey and he's playing Gaia in the blue color, and he is currently in the top 10 of the Vubli ladder. This guy is an incredibly strong player, and I am excited to watch some of his gameplay today and see what makes him so great. He's going in with the Gaia. We've got Gaia versus Kronos. A lot of people would think that this is almost an instant loss for Gaia, but as everyone has gotten better at this game, we've figured out more and more stuff. Things are very, very different here. And we do have already a beautifully placed first Gaia tree here. Going to be blocking in this gold mine here, right next to the gold mine as well. This villager is going to be sitting here. He's also got this economic guild also very nicely placed. He's also going to be able to chuck another Gaia forest down here and then completely block in this medium gold mine to prevent that from being rushed here. So that's going to be very, very interesting. So we'll see what these two players are doing. We do have the immediate economic guild here from Viper. Normally, what we see here from the Atlantean players on Oasis, if they only see the 2 zebra, we normally see 4-minute advance times. But we're seeing Viper, unfortunately, going to be stung by the early economic guild, though. Maybe he went for husbandry. He did not go for husbandry. He did go for hunting dogs. He has not found his giraffe just yet, which are sitting over here. There are quite a few giraffe, but he has not found them, as we are seeing Furkan's Oracle moving into Viper's base, going to be shot at and potentially sniped here. Not quite sniped, but lots of damage dealt. And we will see how this game is going to develop here, as Viper has already moved forward 2 oracles here to check this location out. He's got 3 oracles, excuse me, on this location. Just going to check and see if this is rushable or not. We do already have Furkan on his second hunt over here on his giraffe, and he does have hunting dogs, and he's going for a 4:30 advance time. No surprises here. He's actually getting some extra wood income as well out, as there's the temple coming down. The villager is going to pop maybe just a touch before this temple comes up. I'm interested into whether or not maybe he's going for a 5-minute advance time here, which would be a little bit wild, and it looks like he's opting just to get this temple up and a little bit delayed. It's not going to be the biggest of deals, but Furkan is going to be advancing through Leto here probably. We do have Prometheus here for Viper, so no real surprises. Furkan is going through the Leto. So Leto, I am actually interested. I don't fully understand why Leto was considered kind of bad for Gaia back in the day before like the balance patches came in. Some balance patches came in and tweaked Leto a little bit. A lot of players would go through Oceanus as Gaia back in like the 1.03 kind of 1.03 ESO kind of Gaia strats were all Oceanus based. But I don't think that Leto was actually that bad back then. And yes, the automaton buffs were helpful, but more so the spider layer is huge, and maybe people didn't understand or appreciate how good that god power was. But Viper has hit Prometheus right now, going to cast immediately his oracles. He does not have access to focus here, instead opting to get hand axe and not build villages just yet. But he is scouting around, going to be checking out this situation here. And the fact of the matter here is that Viper getting hand axe very much is going to indicate what he's going to be trying to do here. And I'm interested to be checking out these sentry towers. We haven't seen this very much, but Viper right now moving in, going to deconstruct the temple, chucking down his sentry tower on this location, going to be hitting the gold mine, hitting the wood line. This is very, very tough to deal with now for Mr. Firkin. He's going to be losing his automaton as the sentry tower comes down. The Prometheans pushing this off this hunt right, or this wood right now. Firkin over here is going to be chucking up his military barracks very, very late, getting pushed off of his gold mine. He's got 192 gold already. This villager moving over. Firkin doesn't care that he's currently being Chronos tower rushed. He's going for a second town center. This is ballsy if I've ever seen anything ever in my entire life. This is going to be crazy. We see the sentry tower is up now for Viper, but he still needs to get access to watchtowers, which is now coming in a little bit short on the population. He's going to have to chuck that up, chuck up a house fairly soon, but he hasn't managed to take down a villager just yet. But he has managed to slow down the production of Firkin completely here, as Viper is also chilling on this gold mine over here. We'll see if Firkin's going to be sneaking a gold mine up on this location, which might be a good idea here. Firkin's actually got some random spider eggs on this location over here as the tower is up. Got to be careful. Want to make sure that that tower is hitting these villagers, but he places it here. There's definitely a location here to be making his second tower over on there, but instead we're going to be seeing these villagers getting a lot of gathering time here when I think that this watchtower is in range. I'm not 100% sure. No, it has to be in range right now. It has to be in range. It's not. It's not in range, so both of these towers might not be able to hit this, or this tower can hit the villagers now. We'll be able to snipe those down. We see the Promethean offspring surrounding the citizens right now as that's coming up. Meanwhile, over on this location, we do see the hero Murmillo is here. This citizen will get taken down as the settlement is at 1681 HP, and that is a dead citizen there as Viper is all over Firkin right now. Try and take down this citizen as well, as that's doing very nicely here. We do see a counter barracks coming down onto this location. The hero Murmillo is going to be doing absolute work against these Promethean offsprings, as Firkin is still managing to stay very much alive. Where are these Oracle heroes going? Losing their lives to that drunk town center. Just can't hit the Oracles there for some reason. There's a Promethean offspring now coming in, going to be hitting this Terma over here. As Firkin, he doesn't have a citizen over here. He's going to be sneaking over, looking for some villagers to take down, as now Firkin has got 0 gold. Not 0 gold. He's got some gold coming in onto this location as more counter barracks are coming in. Will Viper try his hand at throwing another tower down over here? There is a almost beautiful location for a tower just behind this tree line here. We'll see if that's something that he's going to be doing. He's got a lot of resources in the bank. We see the Gaia Forest getting cast down somewhere here, maybe on this location here, so he can very happily gather that. And there's the watchtower on this spot here, as Firkin going to be grabbing his town center up, trying to finish this one up here, as the tower getting targeted down here by the Murmillo. I'm not sure if there's going to be units out enough here to deal with these Murmillo. And this tower is not going to get up. Nice play here from Firkin, managing to deny this location, as more Cairo Ballista are going to start coming out into the counter barracks. We'll see if this is going to be enough here. He does need to snipe the Murmillo. If he can snipe the Murmillo hero, then he might be okay here to utilize these Cairo Ballista. And we're seeing what's happening in his bases. The Murmillo will be able to snipe down one citizen there, as we see another counter barracks. Oh, almost doesn't pick it off there, as Viper is kind of under a lot of pressure thus far, as now the Cairo Ballista popping out here. Have to snipe down that hero Murmillo. Nice micro there from Viper, pulling the Promethean away from the hero Murmillo. They're able to snipe that Murmillo down, and it's looking now as if no gold income for Mr. Firkin yet again. He's at 47 of 90 population with good food income, but no gold income for the time being. But Firkin is putting some counter harass now onto Viper, taking down more citizen here, as this one Terma will not be enough to take down these Murmillo just yet, but it is looking like killing off that that citizen and going to get out of there. Have to be careful not to throw away these Cairo Ballista right now, as Viper is struggling here. We will be seeing these citizen coming over onto this location yet again. It looks like the tower has been moved, but I think Viper moved the wrong tower, because this tower can't really hit all of these villagers over here. You can hit this one, but not many other ones, as Viper does decide to take that tower over here. Will almost pick off a citizen, but these villagers can easily sit onto this location. This is why I thought maybe up over here wouldn't be a bad idea, but yes, the villagers could come in and take that down fairly simply. Now we do see a counter barracks time shifting up onto this top location. Viper using his time shift very, very nicely in this game thus far, and now Viper with tons of resources in the back. He actually deletes his Promethean there to get the Promethean offspring to move in. Firkin the Great now starting to get a lot of gold income here in this game. These are very, very low HP citizen over here, as we're seeing the Promethean offspring moving up into this top location here, maybe to get line of sight. This low HP citizen, 14 HP left on that one. He will be pulling that one away, as the Promethean offspring will get taken out here. And now we've got a citizen over here getting sniped down by the tower, as well as this wood line under attack right now. Low HP citizens kind of everywhere. Nice garrison there from Firkin, as he's now moving in his Murmillo over onto this location, and now he's going to be able to take down the watchtower, though one citizen has been taken out here, but I'm not sure Firkin cares too much. He's about to take the watchtower down. He's about to get access to his gold mine, to town center Gaia here, dealing with the tower rush from Viper. Amazingly, we're taking down more citizen. There's so many low HP citizen right here. Viper, what are you doing? Get this Cairo Ballista onto the citizen here. He has managed to take down another citizen very soon. There he goes. The citizen pops out of the tower, jabs down one of those Cairo Ballista. There's one HP citizen here that's getting pulled away from that wood line. Firkin finishing up his giraffe over here, and he's going to be very, very content with his position. But this game is not over just yet. We do see a cheeky what's this called? Spider lair on top of the gold mine, as now Viper is finished up with his gold mine. What is he to do now? He's got 1,000 gold in the bank. Needs to start thinking about maybe putting all of his citizen over onto wood, getting a second town center, or trying to get to the heroic age, or making some sort of transition out of this rush, because Firkin, he's in a decent position now. He's throwing up another manor onto this gold mine over here. We do still have one watchtower causing a little bit of havoc over here. This town center can easily start producing villagers over onto this palm tree, as Firkin is now starting to make some, not Firkin, Viper starting to make some catapulties here, just to be using those with the upgrade there, with the, whatchamacallit, hero Valor, the Valor God Power, just to make those a little bit stronger, as we're now starting to see those villagers getting pushed off the wood line. There is no real safe wood line here for Viper, as Firkin is getting some counter raids on. Viper not pulling the citizen back into his town center just yet. He needs to get into it, and he finally does manage to do so. And we'll see how this is all going to go. These villagers now moving over to the bottom tree line here. He does have a watchtower over here, but now time shifting another watchtower in somewhere over onto this location, it looks like. I'm not sure exactly what that's for. Maybe just to protect his villagers while he's gathering from this gold mine. These hyena here definitely should be getting eaten. So now we're going to be seeing Firkin move forward and looking for potentially hitting this wood line yet again. Firkin knows exactly where the villagers are right now, and he's going to be jumping onto this. We see some nice reactions here from Viper, but too little too late. The Murmillo on top of every one of these citizens here. There's so many citizens, but now the catapulties coming in, going to be starting to help out. I don't believe the catapulties have a bonus against the Terma here, so they do next to no damage. Nice micro there from Firkin, going to be juking the Cairo Ballista here, as the citizen getting sniped down, pulling back here, losing two citizens, as the citizen managing to get back into the main base. But Viper in a very, very tough position right now. Still, the watchtower is doing some nice damage over on this location, as Firkin throwing units into it. Not very much in a good decision making there. Needs to fix that. Maybe he could just utilize some citizen to take the tower down while he's fighting everything else, but not happening just yet. See the Murmillo over here getting taken out, as the villagers are on straggler trees right now, moving back over onto the wood line here, as he's going to keep trying to increase that wood income to keep spending his resources as he goes. But Firkin right now is starting to get up farms. He's got himself plow, hand axe, pickaxe, maybe going to start thinking about getting irrigation fairly soon. About to run out of gold on this gold mine. 900 left in this one, so he will be moving over onto this gold mine, having to deal with the watchtower. There is a gold mine up on this location. Does Viper have eyes on it? He does not have any idea that there's a gold mine there, and neither does, well, Firkin does have an idea here, so he could grab the town center as well, as we do see a cheeky raid coming up onto this location here. Viper has a lot of citizen here, so he could potentially just pop out of this manor and start shanking just to keep his hopes and dreams alive. And now he's reacting to this, sending over maybe some catapulties and some Prometheans to come down here, taking down the Oracle, as he's going to start making his move onto this location, as we are seeing Terma up onto the top corner of the map, just making sure he can scout everything out. We do see the Murmillo and Terma coming back in onto this location with 2 Cairo Ballista here. He should be able to fight this off fairly nicely, but Cairo Ballista targeting down the sentry tower, watchtower targeting down the manor, and Firkin getting away with murder here as he's able to push in, take that down, while the units now moving over here. We see another tower up on this location, the manor going up as well, and Firkin is looking for some more raids here in this game. We're going to see where he's going to go with these units and see what he can make happen here, as the watchtower is going to get taken down. The Terma will get taken down as well, just a couple of them, but not before that watchtower is finished. And Firkin now moving up onto this gold mine over here. Going to be saying, don't care about this one, even though I've got double mana here. I don't want to deal with the units popping out of the counter barracks that are here. And I'm just going to sneak this gold mine. He's actually moving forward here, looking for potentially this gold mine up here, as Viper does have an idea that there's a gold mine here. He does have a catapulti here, but it looks like the citizen is going to miss this, as we do see a random temple getting built by Firkin up on this location. Meanwhile, the Murmillo pulling back, and is this going to be, simply put, for Firkin to spam out those automatons, as the catapulti has spotted this, it looks like, as Viper moving his catapulti in, going to try and start whacking down the temple with his mace. Now it's going to be a very, very long time, especially with the Gaia HP buff. And there's Rhea coming through the what do you call it? Behemoth pops out of the temple. Firkin managing to get to the heroic age right now. Viper still trying to get as much damage done as he possibly can. And he is getting the damage done. He's doing a very, very nice job. Viper with 2,000 wood in the bank. What is he going to do with that? Needs to start maybe thinking about farms, second town center, more buildings maybe. If he's going to get a gold staff here, he's really got to apply the pressure. But what's going to happen is Firkin's got ideas of sending behemoths in to take down this town center. If he could possibly do that in the near future, that would be very devastating to Viper, as he's pushing off this gold mine right now, as Firkin's probably going to be moving over onto this gold mine. We're starting to see some Contarius coming out to deal with these forward counter barracks, as the Cairo Ballast are not going to be the best anymore, but there are catapulti that can deal with these Contarius very, very nicely. Now, where is that behemoth? The behemoth is very slow, making his way in, going to start trying to take down this town center. We do not see more behemoth coming out, because we've only got 7 villagers on food, making those Contarius very, very expensive here. Is now Firkin moving over onto this gold mine. We're seeing the behemoth trying to take down the Cairo Ballista. The Cairo Ballista doesn't have a whole lot of crush armor. It's one of those units that doesn't get that much, 75%. So the 12 crush armor does come in very, very helpful here. But now the behemoth waddling in, going to start trying to take down the town center here. Going to be absolutely huge. We don't see many units in the base here for Viper. He is making some catapultis. He doesn't have access to Valor, but he will be able to heroize a catapulti if it pops out. But the town center will go down very, very fast. Now the Terma, the Cairo Ballista, getting taken down by these Contarius. A very, very nice tech choice here from Firkin, as he's able to destroy those. These double behemoths now coming in. Hero Citizen into the fray right now. The catapulti is going to get heroized, as a Citizen going to shank away. If this behemoth was helping out, the town center would definitely be falling here, as now it's looking as if Viper is going to be dropping down to 0 town centers. The catapulti going to deal with these Contarius very, very nicely here. Nice play from Viper. He's going to continue to apply the pressure over on this location. Firkin does not have many gold mine operations available to him. As these Contarius, maybe not the best choice anymore now that he's dealt with those Terma and everything else, but now the Contarius coming in, going to be looking for some more raids over here, going to take down that hero Citizen. There's Citizen over here on top of this town center that can be starting to get sniped down. We'll see the temple get taken out very, very soon. We do see a town center coming up for Viper with a total of 6 Citizen on this. This is like the equivalent of 18 villagers building a town center, so Viper desperately wants to get that one up. We're seeing yet again another Watchtower coming in. Firkin decides to cast Trader onto a Promethean as he's realizing Viper is kind of stuck in the second age here. Going to be denying that tower right now with the help of the Promethean. The Contarius pulling back, and Firkin taking down the whole of Viper's base, taking down the Economic Guild, taking down the Manors, taking down the Counter Barracks. Viper migrating up the map right now with the armory and everything else here, and Viper in this moment decides it is too little too late. He's at 93 population, has a little bit of army up here, but he's not able to execute the gold staff that he wanted. Firkin gets away with it, manages to deal with the tower rush, but what a very, very interesting strategy here from Viper. Going with the Chronos tower rush, utilizing the time shift, and it's a very, very nice thing to see. I think this is a strategy that it definitely has a lot of merit here. Viper didn't execute it perfectly, but a lot of hilarity indeed. But nice defense here from Ferk. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.